So, I didn't make it back before the Valentine's event. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, we have some Valentine's things to do, but oh, I need to close that door. Hang on a second. If I don't close the door all the way, it creeps open sometimes. Okay. So, before we do the Valentine's event, which I have held off on my main, so I haven't done it at all this year, let's do a little bit more of the MSQ, just so that we can get closer to doing the Bard quests, okay? So we need to speak with Painted Mesa. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, 'cause things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatoncheires have left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the Second Old Dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nations rested on you, friend. Best of luck. Alrighty. Everything's already decked out. I'm so happy and also disappointed in myself. Alrighty. Is there... Nope. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm sneezing. I'm gonna sniffle. Nope. I need to do more MSQ so I can get a chocobo and can move slightly faster than a jog. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We're here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the hecatoncheires? I didn't think Papachon would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. Sorry. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Okay, everything says initials. Scavenger the footfalls. Ah. Okay, so let's go take on some of these scavengers while we're waiting for the Copperbell Mines to pop up. Because, like I said, if I want to get a chocobo so I can actually, move a little faster, that is going to require me to do more of the MSQ, and then I'm going to need to get a job stone, which I think also requires me to be a certain distance in the MSQ. And then, so after we do Copperbell, I don't think that'll throw us straight into the next storyline. I think we'll go back to Gridania. Depending on how long Copperbell takes, we'll see. We'll see, because I don't think Copperbell should take too long. And I just realized this is a bad setup. I'm going to need that because I'm going to get another dot. Let's see, Eastern Thanalan, Southern Thanalan. Eastern and Southern. Sorry. I've sneezed and it seemed to have knocked everything out of my head. So we were going to hoof it to Eastern, which means we have to go through Central. And then we'll swing down to Southern, because those two are connected. Yeah, so, oh, there we go. That didn't take too long. I always love the big old panning things. Oh, I still... I'll look that up later to figure out how to... I thought that was just under character names, but I guess not. So for the most part, this one's pretty chill. I wish I could figure out how to fix the names. Not that it's a huge deal, it's just I thought I had fixed that. Though I will admit, part of the reason I like being a bard is because I have less concern for my party. Like, I have to be aware of, like, when they're going down and stuff, but I don't have to manage that. And especially at this level when I don't even have any of my, like, party buffs. Also, that's not where head grace is supposed to go on my hotbar. I don't have what is supposed to go there. Also, I'm pretty sure that these guys, based off of outfits, are all way farther along than I am. Even our Dark Knight here. Yeah, hi. You can't pull both at once. Sorry to disappoint. This one is way easier than it used to be. If you need proof that this is an alt and I've been playing for a while in reality, this used to be the hardest boss in this dungeon. Because if people didn't pay attention and actually divide it properly, life got hard. Also, the white mage that has the cake staff is super cute. So many questions. Like, why are we doing it this way? Is it just so that the tank feels alive? I feel like it's just so the tank feels alive. Slaves no more. Free! Free! Knock knock. It's an angry. Masters must pay, masters must die. Never again, never. Let's see. This doll's pretty straightforward. Yeah, they're getting level 86s and 7s. I can now accept the next job quest, okay. And I got commendations. That's nice, actually. I can't extract materia. Oh, that's an MSQ quest, isn't it? Yes. I've just remembered that I think that's an MSQ quest from, Menphilia, who I haven't met yet in this playthrough, so. I guess I'm not going to the Eastern Thowland. I'm going back to Painted Mesa. And then I'm probably going to go to the event. Excuse me, because I don't know how long it'll take. Should I look up how to make everybody in the thing have just initials instead? It shouldn't be a problem, I don't think. I mean, some names are probably going to be innuendos, but okay. Ooh, that's a pretty aura. Ah, the Conqueror of the Copper Bell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Old Doll will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation is in your debt, friend. I share the good tidings with Papashan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. My arrows are clipping through my bow. No! Oh, now I have to be a knight in shining armor with a dumb hat. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with my own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades. You know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is my witness. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg ye. I swear on my mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. Bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson. Hello and welcome to being overleveled. Because even when it sinks down, I'll take care of this. The rest of you can watch. Not bad for an adventurer. Ugh, should have stopped the seventh tail. Stop bloody gopping and give me a hand, will you? Bugger, bugger, bugger. Oh no. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. Oh, ma'am, you're inducing migraines. I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived in the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins! Get your dodo tenderloins! Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan! Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Madam, are you all right? What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Sell her by the meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? No one who wants to admit it to you. Grr, I will overlook this just once. God's bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. It don't bear thinking about. Case closed. Hello again. We have been keeping a close eye on you ever since you left Gridania. You discharged your duty as envoy impeccably and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. But more importantly, you were always ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand to earn a gil by doing so. You are possessed of qualities we seek in an adventurer. Of this we are convinced. Even if you were kind of dragged into that business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Ida. And then there's the matter of your gift. I dare say you are as curious to the nature of your vision you bore witness to moments ago. Well, we can help you understand it. You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have a friend who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. And meeting her is only the beginning, for we could also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, we should be glad to assist your adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. Should you decide to take us up on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a good friend of ours. She will tell you where to find us. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, defenders of justice. Oh, but don't tell anyone, except for Momodi. She knows already. Momodi. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be all right. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of the gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Ah, lady, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But gosh, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. You're every ilm the adventurer Mayun said you'd be, lady. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name's Ida. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry, we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Eorzea, and he and I were to be wed in spring. You may or may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired just as Eorzea once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask your name. Lady Chryseis, I shan't forget. Thank you, Lady Chryseis. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. And I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, lady. What did you say? You want to know about the scions of the seventh dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, lady, the scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. I love Momodi. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on the other, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being old Don. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who have made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, lady. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Waken Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, lady, and the days ahead promise to be busy. But I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in here and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. I love Momodi. Also, you already have the sweater, so does the bunny. Oh my gosh, hang on, I gotta go get this glam. I need the glam. I have now seen the glam, and therefore I need the glam. So let's go get the glam. So we are off. To get back to Gridania. I wonder... There are a lot of Ara today. 60 gil. No, not for 60 gil. I'll just hoof it. Wallet wood. I'm not going that direction, so. I don't think. I'm pretty sure Welbeck wood is... Oh, wait, I am gonna pass that. Fantastic. I guess I could also swing by the Bannock. Do the next bit of homecoming. Somebody's got a regalia. I've seen more people around today than I usually do. I'm gonna assume it's because of the event. I assume that's the only thing that's causing the uptick. There's somebody on Angry Bird. Oh. Let's see. Excuse me. I don't even have coffee or tea tonight. Just me being sleepy. Oh, I can go all the way to Gridania. I guess we're taking that. Let's go. Do 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 ba-dum bum bum. Not gonna lie, chocobo porters are really convenient when you need them. Not always, because sometimes they don't go where you want them to go. But for the most part, yeah, no, they're convenient. Especially if you can find one like this that'll cross regions. This makes me think of Prompto. Makes me so happy. Saw the Regalia earlier, and now we're thinking about Prompto. All good times. Let me check something right quick, guys. Okay, I'm fine. Just wanted to double check that I wasn't gonna run into maintenance. Leah Aliapo. Shall we begin, ladies? Let's do this. Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. I said fight me, damn it. Why are you holding back? Is that all you've got? I know you can do better than that. Not bad, but I'm not finished yet. For my people, for my family, for me. Honey, you're sweet. Seen. It's so simple. You have opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's faults. You have accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with my own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here too, a family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I have become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment and discern the naked truth. It is little wonder, then, that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I have found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you, lady. I know now that I belong to the guild together with you and Lucienne. And yes, even that bloody Wildwood. God's help me, I think I might actually miss him. Okay. Back to Gridania. There are a lot more people here than usual. Like, not a crazy amount more, but still more. What level is this quest? 25? So that should give me access to the bard next. Welcome home, lady. You need not say a word. One look at Leah's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, lady, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support in the future. Somehow I think that's dumber. Give me the shirt. Thank the gods you've come, lady. Perhaps you can talk some sense into this stubborn fool. Calm yourself, Silver. At least let us petition to the Order of the Twin Adder for... There is no time, Lucienne. Pawa would be long gone before their forces had even assembled. Alone I can move more swiftly and take these poachers by surprise and force them to divulge her location. We understand how you feel, Silver, but this is too reckless. At least permit Lady and me to accompany you. You, the adventurer and the savage. You cannot understand. Silver. But I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Silver, and I understand. The guild taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Silver, open yours. You have friends here, ready to fight. You have us. I have never considered you my friends. Do not follow me. Well, his lying certainly hasn't improved. If he honestly thinks he's doing us a favor by forbidding us from getting involved, he's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Come, lady, to the South Shroud. The only reason I'm not switching the others is for the materia grind. Well met, friend. I am Astrid, emissary of love and ardor. Though the Valentine's Day celebrations are underway, I'm afraid we are still preparing for the main event of the day. And I am Emily, aspiring emissary of love. Say, you have the air of an adventurer about you. We are in dire need of assistance to see the festivities get underway, and an adventurer might be just what we're looking for. If it's not too much of an imposition, might I ask for your aid? Oh, thank you! We've been hard at work getting everything ready for today. I even designed this fetching new outfit, and everything was perfectly in hand until we ran into a spot of bother. Allow me to explain. To celebrate Valentine's Day, we were to serve rather generously sized cakes to be shared with one and all. However, operations ground to a halt at the last minute, leaving our plans and cakes half-baked. The emissaries dispatched to assess the situation should be returning presently with further details. Would you mind joining us at the amphitheater entrance to meet them? Bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba 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 bum bum. It's Bakery Bedlam in there, Kupo! Those pesky mammoths should be creating confectionaries brimming with ardor and affection, but instead they insist on being a nuisance and an obstruction. It's all too much for us to handle alone. As I suspected, this may be best left to someone more skilled in the art of physical altercations. This is Koopa Koop, our Moogle emissary of love, who labors tirelessly to deliver missives of ardor and affection to lovelorn souls the realm over. He has been instrumental in the celebrations of many a Valentine's Day. How could I turn down a request for aid after hearing the plans for such lavish deliveries of love, Kupo? Many paws make light work, as they say, so I collared a fellow Mog and flew over post-haste to lend our aid with to the patissiers of House Valentine. Hello. These deliveries of love are nothing less than the cakes in question. The Valentine's Day is a time to foster affection for one another, and how better to do so than by sharing a sweet treat. When we shared our vision with Koopa Koop, we soon came to the realization that we would need a facility capable of baking confectionery of colossal proportions. As luck would have it, there was an old manor on the outskirts of the Twelveswood, so House Valentine snapped it up and turned it into a grand patisserie. Everything was falling into place. Until the bespoke mammoth patissiers commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild went on a rampage. They're so cute! I would swear they had lost their minds had they any to begin with. Why, the little fiends took us for common cake thieves, Kupo, and they all but barred off the kitchen in their ceaseless frenzy. Though we have a whistle to stop the mammoths in emergencies, they were upon us before my little lungs could fill with enough puff. I fear the situation may be beyond my power, Kupo. Even with the mammoths behaving so, we cannot recklessly destroy such custom clockwork pieces, which means... Please, lady, you're our only hope. Will you dodge the malfunctioning mammoths, decorate the cakes, and save Valentine's Day? For the sake of those eagerly awaiting the festival, I beg you. It'll be a piece of cake.
You two no doubt have matters to attend to here, so allow me to accompany our brave adventurer friend and provide whatever support I can, Koopa.
Oh, that voice is gonna hurt me. Thank you. I'm sure that together you will soon have matters in hand. You now have access to the patisserie. Speaks. Alright. Oh. Let's see. Thank you for your assistance. Allow me to escort you to the patisserie when you should. Should you wish, I will gladly offer my advice. Ask. Let's see. Decorate as many cakes as possible while avoiding interference from the rampaging mammoths. See, the mere sight of completed cakes drives the mammoths into further frenzy, and they appear to return to a more docile state when all the tuners left. Carry the ingredients requested to the cake stands and artfully decorate as many giant cakes as possible. Okay. Yeah, let's try this alone. I don't know if I can do it alone, but we'll try it alone. Oh, it's so pretty. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Super smash. Berry cake, okay. Oh, I may need to actually join this with a random party. Oh, jeez. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Sorry I wasn't talking, guys. I was trying to... I may have to join that with other people. I must offer my thanks again, lady. I've never seen such charming confectionery. Now we can finally get the festivities underway. That said, with such a large-scale operation, we can hardly ask you to oversee the production of each and every cake. Would you be able to share the secret to your success? Keen eye on your surroundings. So the key is to locate the required ingredients and identify the most suitable path to the cake. I'll send a request to the Adventurers Guild and ensure they include this sage advice. I'll see it to the appropriate transportation to the amphitheater so we can get the cake served up. Although I'm glad the celebrations can finally begin, I can't help but wonder what drove the mammoths to madness. It couldn't be Kupo? Something on your mind, Kupako? With you there to wrangle the mammoths, I was able to observe them more closely. And what should I see but traces of Moogle magics? And the only other Mog who would have had the opportunity to cast magic in the vicinity would be Kupno Kuko, who helped prepare the fruit. Mayhap he knows something of this? Well, it seems our next course of action is decided. We must find this Kupno Kuko and see what he knows. I couldn't espy him in the patisserie, so I suspect he may be somewhere in Gridania, though in all likelihood he would attempt a quick escape, should I confront him alone. Lady, would you mind accompanying me as suitably intimidating backup? Thank you. I'll join the search once I've submitted a request to the Adventurers Guild for additional cake decorating support. Kupna Kuko is fond of strolls by the water wheel, and so the nearby Lancers Guild seems as good a place to begin our search. Kupo? Something tells me those 35 are not going to be enough to buy all of the event stuff. I can't picture it now. Dozens upon dozens of cakes being presented to the adoring public. For the mammoths will be hard at work by now. Yes, everything moves according to my master plan. And all these confectionery delights will appear with neither man nor Mog raising a paw. The commotion has been rather greater than expected, but 'tis surely not but boisterous enthusiasm. Kupo. Kupna Kuko, we believe we found the Mog to blame. Come, lady, together we should be able to deliver justice. Kupopo, who in the name of good King Mogomog the 12th, may his magnificence remain unsummoned in his sovereign splendor, are you? Oh, such murderous intent! Spare me, spare this cute fluffy Mog! Kupo! Astrid, not only did Kupna Kuko know something of the matter, it turns out he's the very maker of our mischief. What? But you said he helped you prepare the fruit. Whatever could he have hoped to achieve by causing the mammoths to malfunction? Malfunction? Great Kupo nuts, do you say they're malfunctioning? Oh no, I had such fun helping with the cakes that I returned to the patisserie after delivering the fruit. But Kupka Kup was nowhere to be found, attending to another of his many duties, I suspect. Then it struck me, if everybody was so busy, wouldn't it be better if the mammoths could make cakes all by themselves? And so I cast a little Moogle magic, which then caused the mammoths to malfunction. Kupna Kuko, you must undo whatever spell you've woven. Well, it may have been fairly easy to cast, but it's not so easily undone.
Any attempt to dispel it is liable to end in exploded mammoths.
That would be far too dangerous for the mammoths and, perhaps more importantly, the cake. For now, we have a team of eager adventurers helping decorate cakes, and we've ascertained that there was no intentional sabotage. Oh, what a fine mess you've made. Why didn't you think to ask anyone else before deciding on this plan?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause problems. I just wanted everyone to have as much cake as their hearts desired, Kupo.
Well, as an emissary of love, I'm never one to turn away a helping hand. Any ideas you have, you can always bring them to me, especially if they're about cake.
Listen well, Kupna. Whether delivering missives or lending aid, you must always see the task through for the intended recipient with love.
With love?
Even though I'm not an emissary?
As long as one puts their hearts into it, anyone can spread love and affection. Just look at Lady. Thanks to her, Valentine's Day festivities can go ahead, and I think it's past time we went and enjoyed them for ourselves. Oh, those are all super cool looking. As you can see, the day's main event is well underway and the cake has been served to one and all. Once again, allow me to thank you for your assistance. The confectionery you contributed is here in pride of place. And thanks to your advice, the adventurers who undertook the request to decorate additional cakes were wildly successful.
What a light and fluffy texture, Kupo! It's simply divine! And everyone seems to be having such fun. Is that what being an emissary is? Seeing people bask in these warm feelings? Why, this might even be worth doing the hard work with myself, Kupo. At last you see, this ardor and affection, this is the essence of love.
It looks like everyone is having a good time. And it's thanks to your help that we made it this far. To think we were this close to everything falling apart at the final step. I couldn't bear the thought, not after all the hard work Astrid put to make this happen. I'll not deny I had my heart set on it. Not so long ago I came to realize that sharing food and sharing a moment of bliss together is but another form of love. And while the gifting of chocolate is the traditional practice, a part of me hopes that what we've created here today may become a new tradition. Sharing ardor and affection with loved ones and feeling their hearts answer in return, it is my most heartfelt wish that people across the realm are blessed with many such opportunities. And so, lady, if you feel inclined, venture into the kitchen once more. We should gladly welcome additional cakes. Our celebration is just getting started after all. And I must insist you partake as well before you go rushing back to the patisserie. I'll get you a slice right away. And I'll put the tea on. Won't you sit with us for a while? I think we've earned this. Hooray! How many... Hang on. How many... I need the maid. Butler, patissier, maid. Seven? Oh, this is gonna... Okay, this is gonna take a bit. Hang on. Duty registration. Probably have time to do one more of these, and hopefully I'll get enough to buy everything. Are people not actually playing? Alrighty, let's go. 132. Let's go. Alright, that is enough to get all of the things. Got those, so let's get 2 chairs and a table. And a rug. Alright. I have a whole bunch of extra chocolate left over. But let's go, let's go. Let's go this way. And then if we store all of these, and then we go here, hush, glamour dresser, edit glamour plates, and then that is what it looks like. I wonder how it dies. Hang on. How do you die? I could wait. No. Hang on. Wait. Swap. Hang on, I'm trying to see. That one has a cute little bow. That one doesn't. Do I want the cute little bow? I think I do. So, die. Reflect. Look, it's not perfect, but that would be the cozy schoolgirl uniform outfit thing. All right. Well, with that, I think I am headed out for the night. Thanks for coming along, everyone. We did one dungeon and then we did the event. I know I was really quiet this time because I was very focused, but thanks for coming along. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It should be back to another book next week. Not next week, week after, but you know what I mean, next time. All right, hope everyone has a good night. Bye.